Browns. Teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he'll get this to the 32. So this game of our Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams, and you rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Fields now to throw. shot as he tried to pull that one in. Could hang on third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just said there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Fields throw taken in by Edwards. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's into the hands of Edwards. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
He stiff arms him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Fields on first down. And a check down complete to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. A give running right is Hall.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Egyptians put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lucci. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball again on 2nd down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Fields, who dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A give to Hall running right. He'll take it inside the 25.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
it's Fields.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
It's been as negative as it just getting back to the line of scrimmage. When you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it a little bit of a run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Now Fields.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted it one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
A give, running right, ETN.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
ETN up the middle.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
final shot before the break. Fields. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A field goal the difference, a tight one through two quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made.
This is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Breece Hall.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Egyptians have retaken a third quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
17, Browns 13. Young way to set the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago in the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to bring out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
You know the old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on third down there, but he can't connect.
That wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
Now the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On second down, ETN once more.
And some space here.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On the counter, ETN.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Browns have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Off play action, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one for a minute until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Fields throwing again. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And And the slot man goes in motion left.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
The slot man in motion right.
On 1st down, it's Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, he run deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Mahomes will throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Mahomes. Austin is there and brings in another one. Down the left sideline.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They'll run with ETN.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
One more time with ETN.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
McPherson on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance?
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Another tote for ETN.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be